Hey everyone. I wanted to take a moment to apologize for the lower visual quality in some of my recent videos. I know visuals matter, and I completely understand how that can affect the overall experience. I'm actively working on improving resolution, scaling, and overall presentation as I continue to grow and learn. If you took the time to watch and felt disappointed by the visuals, that's valid, and I appreciate the honest feedback. My focus has always been on atmosphere and storytelling, and I'm grateful to those who've stuck with my work while I work on improving the visual side. If you enjoy my content and would like to support my artistry directly, I do have a Patreon. Support there goes toward better tools, higher quality visuals, and more consistent releases. And it truly helps me improve what I create. Thank you for your patience, your support, and for being part of this journey. More improvements are coming.
I shop at the same grocery store every week. Same route through the aisles, same basket, same quiet resignation. I keep receipts out of habit. I don't know why. I never look at them until last Thursday. I got home, unpacked my bags, and noticed the receipt was longer than usual. Too long for what I'd bought. I scanned it quickly. Milk, bread, eggs, rice, normal. Then, halfway down. Time minus 1 unit, quiet 2 units, patience. Wait item, I laughed out loud. Clearly, a joke. An error. Some promo thing I didn't know about. At the bottom, the total made sense. The card charge matched nothing extra. I crumpled the receipt and threw it away. The next morning, he woke up latte. Not alarm late. Missing time late. The clock said 9:12. I was sure I'd gone to bed before midnight. I shrugged it off. That evening, I went back to the store. Different cashier, different lane. When I got home, I checked the receipt immediately. Milk, vegetables, pasta, then attention 1 unit, stillness 1 unit, I felt cold. I went back through my bags. Nothing extra. Nothing missing. The old woman was sitting on the bench outside my building when I took the trash out. Gray coat. Hands folded. Hands folded, watching the street like it might speak. My grocery receipts list things I didn't buy, I said. She nodded. Receipts tell you what you paid, she replied. I didn't pay for that, I said. She looked at me carefully. You did, she said. You just didn't notice. That night, I dreamed I was standing in a checkout lane that never ended. Items slid past the scanner without being bagged. The beeping slowed, stretched, measured. I woke with the feeling that I'd agreed to something. The next receipt was worse. Waiting 3 units, compliance store brand a moment. Clearance size started feeling watched in the store, not by cameras. By aisles, aisle 13 always felt colder. Quieter, no music reached it. I never remembered walking down it, but somehow I always passed it. The cashier never commented. The machine never errored. I stopped shopping there. I went to another store across town. Different chain. Different system. The receipt was normal. Relief washed over me. That night, I slept deeply, dreamless. The next morning, I found a receipt on my kitchen counter. No logo. No date. Just a list. Time. Remaining quiet accepted. Attention ongoing at the bottom. Balance due. Youth old woman wasn't tea on the bench that evening. I tried returning the receipt. I walked into the original store and asked customer service. The clerk frowned. We don't sell those items, she said. Then why are they on my receipt? Primera, ask it. She looked at the paper. Her expression changed. Oh, she said softly. You went through the express lane. There's no express lane, I said. She smiled politely. There is after a certain hour, she replied. What hour? She checked the clock behind her. Whenever you stop counting, she said. I left without another word. That night, I noticed my apartment was quieter than usual. No fridge. No distant traffic. The silence felt. Purchas. I checked my phone. 3 hours had passed. I hadn't moved. The receipt lay on the table. A new line had appeared. Stillness. Fulfilled, I tore it up. Flushed. Italiano. Burned the pieces in the sink. The next morning, I woke to another receipt on my nightstand. Neatly folded. Time final, sali down shop anymore. I ordered delivery. I throw receipts away without looking. But sometimes, late at night, I feel that familiar pause like I'm standing in a checkout lane, waiting for the beep. And I wonder how many things I've already paid for without realizing they were ever in my basket.
The apartment above mine has been empty for months. I know because I asked. I complained to management about the noise. They checked. No tenant listed, no maintenance scheduled, no one with keys assigned, and yet someone vacuums up there every night. It always starts after I lie down, not when I'm brushing my teeth, not when I'm watching TV. Only when my head hits the pillow, the sound is unmistakable, that low electric hum, the rhythmic back and forth thump as it moves across the floor. The first night I ignored it. The second night I checked the clock, 2:14 a.m. The third night I stood up, the vacuum stopped instantly. I waited, silence. I lay back down. The vacuum resumed. Perfect timing, no hesitation. I tested it. I sat on the edge of the bed. Nothing. I lay back fully. The hum returned. The old woman was sitting on the bench outside the building the next evening. Grey coat, hands folded, listening to something I couldn't hear. The apartment upstairs vacuums every night, I said, when I lie down. She nodded. Floors remember routines, she said, and ceilings learn them. That apartment is empty, I said. She looked at the building. It isn't used, she replied. That's different. I started sleeping on the couch. The vacuum didn't start. I slept badly, but at least it was quiet. On the fourth night, exhausted, I went back to my bed. The vacuum started immediately, but something was different. It wasn't moving back and forth anymore. It was circling, slow, deliberate, over the same area. I felt the vibrations through the ceiling, down the walls, into the mattress. I sat up. The vacuum stopped. I lay back down. It resumed, closer this time, like it had moved directly above my bed. The next morning, I noticed faint dust falling from the ceiling. Tiny white specks. Plaster. The shape of the pattern was wrong. Circular. That night, I lay down again. The vacuum started, louder than before, the hum deeper. Then I heard a new sound, a click, like the vacuum had been unplugged and plugged back in. The pitch changed, lower, stronger. The ceiling light flickered in time with it. I stood up, the vacuum stopped. But this time, it didn't shut off cleanly. It wound down slowly, reluctantly, like it hadn't wanted to stop. The old woman shook her head when I told her. You're directly below the cleanest spot, she said. That doesn't make sense, I replied. She met my eyes. They're preparing the floor, she said, so it's ready. For what? I asked. She didn't answer. That night I lay down without turning the lights off. The vacuum began immediately. Then something else joined it. Footsteps. Slow, measured, above my bed. I didn't move. The vacuum stopped. The footsteps didn't. They paced the same circular path. Then, very softly, a knock. From above. Not loud. Not aggressive. Testing. I sat up. Silence. The next day, management emailed me. Regarding your concern, it read. We confirmed the unit above yours is structurally sound. That was it. No mention of occupancy. That night I stayed awake, sat upright against the headboard. Nothing happened. At 3 a.m., my body gave in. I slid down. Head touched the pillow. The vacuum roared to life. The ceiling cracked. Just a hairline fracture running in a perfect circle. Dust rained down. I screamed and jumped out of bed. The vacuum didn't stop this time. It moved faster. Wider. The footsteps returned. Heavier now. The ceiling bulged. Not sagged. Pressed downward. Like something was leaning its full weight on the floor above me. I ran out of the apartment. I stayed with a friend. The next morning, I returned to grab clothes. The ceiling above my bed was spotless. No cracks, no dust. Perfectly clean. Too clean. That night, I slept sitting up in a chair. No vacuum. At 2:14 a.m., I heard something else. A soft, dragging sound from the ceiling, like furniture being moved, centered, aligned. The old woman wasn't on the bench anymore. The bench was empty, clean. Tonight I'm writing this standing up. My bed is untouched, but the ceiling above it is warm. And I understand now. They aren't vacuuming the apartment upstairs. They're cleaning the space between the floors, making room, because one night soon I won't be able to stay upright. And when I finally lie down, they want the floor above me to be ready to come through.